Hi everyone, it's Sue here from Scrappy Doo Sue. It's Wednesday today and it's the 15th of December and I've just finished working from home, so I thought I'd jump on and do the quick collage art glue book vintage Christmas edition by Margarete Miller, #Xmas glue book. And today is the 15th, so we have December the 15th to do, which is #Xmas collage 15. And instead of 5 prompts and a bonus, it says, have you noticed specialty Christmas foods in the grocery store? Have you bought any? Is there anything you'd love to buy but won't? So that's what the collage is all about. So this is what I found. Okay, so let's start with the thing that I would love, but I used to make one of these when my parents were alive, and I used to give my father a Christmas cake every year, but my children don't like Christmas cake. My husband doesn't like the icing or the almond paste, so he only likes fruit cake. So I don't buy or make a Christmas cake. So I found a lovely image of a Christmas cake here, and I did end up having to Google it because I haven't got what I call a scrapbooking cookery book at the moment. I am looking out for one, but I haven't got one that has got, you know, anything in it that I can tear out for Christmas. I've got recipe books, cookbooks, but they're not ones that I want to cut up. So there's a beautiful Christmas cake. I used to decorate mine with those little trees. They're a bit like bottle brushes, but in tree shape. In fact, I've still got all the ornaments that I used to put on top of mine. So that's something that I'd love to buy but won't. And then I have, let's have a look. Oh, one of my favourite things is mince pies. And again, my girls don't like these, so I used to make them all as well when my parents were alive, because obviously when my parents were alive we used to see them at Christmas, and I obviously used to bake all for them, because my mother used to bake them every year when we were kids. She used to bake her own mince pies, and she used to bake her own sausage rolls, which is kind of a UK kind of tradition. Certain parts of the UK where you have mince pies and sausage rolls. Used to pickle all her own onions as well. They were amazing, absolutely amazing onions, and they'd be pickled months before Christmas. Yes, they were really lovely. So I love mince pies, and we have bought some and we've been eating them, which is naughty but nice. And what else? So yeah, so as I mentioned in a previous one, I love Christmas pudding. So I've got a magazine here. This is actually out of the English Heritage magazine, which is a magazine, if you're a member of English Heritage in the UK, they do a magazine that they send out to you, and it's all about the local areas, the historic local houses and things. So there's a big, very artistic looking Christmas pudding, but this is celebrating their Christmas cards, and they're based on Victorian images. So that's a Christmas pudding, and I've got a similar image from their magazine here. So these are their Victorian themed Christmas cards, and this little one, which we can make into a stamp, I guess, is actually a turkey. And yes, we always have a turkey. Just lately, the last few years, we've been buying a turkey crown, because there's only me and my husband, unless we have children over, you know, with their families. So we've got this coming Saturday we've got a turkey crown. We've got a big ham to cook up. So this is all going to be food related really, because it's all things that I've noticed obviously in the shops for Christmas. So yeah, so I also did have one of my candy canes, so I thought maybe we could pop that on, because they usually only come out at Christmas in the UK. So I'm just going to cut round this one. If I try tearing round this, I will tear it, I know, in the wrong places. Yeah, so there's lots of lovely things. But those are the main items that we would buy. Obviously there's sweets. You know, you get your, well, there used to be good old-fashioned tins of Quality Street and things like that, which are mixed chocolates, which we'd only have at Christmas. But these days, because of being green, well, I don't know if a tin is less green, I guess it depends on the manufacturing process, than a plastic tub, which they now come in. And I've kept my plastic tubs, from some of them from previous years, and that's what I put all my Christmas baubles in. They go into those wrapped up in tissue paper for the following year, so they do come in handy, and I have recycled them really. So I thought that's that. Now, what could we put in the background really to kind of give it a little bit of oomph? I'm just having a think, what can we put in the background? Could do with some sort of paper, couldn't we really? Because otherwise it's just going to be a collage of cakes, sweet things, look, apart from the turkey. Oh, and I love to buy different cheeses at Christmas. It's another thing I like. Don't have any images of cheeses actually, but to be honest, you know, there's a limit to what I wanted to print off really. It just all looks very similar. Let me think now, what else have I got? I don't know. Just want some nice decorative paper really, don't we? Let's have a look in the Christmas wallet and see. I've also got a stamp of a Christmas pudding, a cling stamp, so we could stamp a few Christmas puddings on. I've got this old card here. Actually, I'll just cut it because it's got writing in it. Oh, I do find those plastic wallets really slippery and hard to handle sometimes. Put that personal writing away. Okay, so we've got this, and this is quite nice, a bit crinkled, but it was part of a Christmas card, so that'd be quite nice to put behind it, I think, just to have a bit of light relief. Okay, so I'm going to just ink round these with the Distress Oxide. vintage photo. I think too many things are square, so I think we will turn around this lovely Christmas cake. I used to love making royal icing and icing mine and making it look really snowy and pretty. I should just make one for myself, you know. Because my colleague at work, she lives on her own and she makes herself one every year and she freezes it. And I didn't know you could freeze it, so I think what she does is she slices it all up and freezes it like that, and then she just gets a slice out whenever she wants, you know, a piece of her Christmas cake. I thought that was a nice kind of clever idea, really. So, okay, so we'll just ink round these. What's your favourite kind of Christmas food? So much really that's lovely. Okay, and what we're going to do is, this is very, very thick, so I'm going to attempt to just tear down a bit here, and maybe tear just this edge down, this one, like so. I'm going to ask my daughters to save their Christmas cards for me this year. Not done that before. I think they put them in the recycle plant, but I'm going to ask them if they can donate them to Mummy. Her need is great. And I'm going to put them away in a folder for Christmas crafting for next year. And let's see. Got a Christmas pudding, slot in there. I've got a lovely mince pies. And a candy cane, which maybe got there. And we've got a nice turkey too. I don't want the turkey next to that Christmas pudding because the graphics are very similar. So I think I'll get a round off the bottoms of that too. Maybe have that up there. And then we've got our lovely mince pies. Can't really take much off of these because it's not a very big piece anyway. Actually, the turkey I was going to make into some sort of stamp. Let's see if that works now. Oh yes, that would be nice. We can make it smaller. Like that. Okay, oops, lots of bits of paper everywhere. Just re-ink that. And then I was trying to do something with this, just so that they're not all the same kind of square shape really. But I don't want to take too much off there because I like the image. It's an image of a half of a mince pie with cream on, or brandy butter, and another full one there, and then a dish of lovely mincemeat. Okay, so we've got that one there, and our background paper here. And we could have that there. We could actually have our stamp up there now. So we could bring this down and have our mince pies to break that up a bit. And candy cane. And then maybe just a tiny slither of this. So something like that. Okay, something like that. That's maybe, I don't know, kind of down here. I think that's the best I'm going to do with what I have in my stash, or what I've managed to print. So glue stick, glue book, and we will try not to disturb it too much, because then I can never remember where it all goes. Oh, take the lid off, Susan. We might get somewhere then. Yeah, we're not English Heritage members anymore, because we found that there was nothing really in the area we live in. So we were just wasting our money buying a membership every year. And they're not cheap, but I did have the boys on mine, you know. Well, that seems to want to go there, so I think we'll flip that over and pop that down there. Yeah, so I think if we were to do something similar again, we would probably just tearing that corner off, because I didn't want to cover up the assignment. We might go for, maybe when I do retire, we might go for a membership with the National Trust, because there's plenty around here, National Trust properties, that you can then go in free. So, you know, I haven't inked around this. Yeah, so I think I'll use a bit of this Cosmic Shimmer on that. It's a big chunk, isn't it? And it's quite shiny on the back, being a Christmas card. This has decided it's not playing ball. Why, I do not know. Let's push the pin back in again. It's obviously clogged up with something. I haven't used it for a few days, so that's probably why. I'm trying to use up those glue sticks. That's all I ever seem to do. Try and use up glue sticks that I don't like. I'm sure these glue sticks are perfect for, I think, mainly for school, you know, purposes. Probably children buy them for their homework and things, so for that I think they're good, probably, but just not really strong enough for some of the textures and mediums for crafting. Even with that glue, this doesn't really want to stick down. Okay, so have this kind of here. Then we have our mince pies. Maybe kind of something like that. And our stamp up here. Yeah, I like that. That's definitely going up there. And I think we'll stick these down. So it's halfway through the week already. Time flies, doesn't it? And a lovely Christmas cake. I do like a nice thin slice of Christmas cake. Even a you know, a nice shop one would be good. So that is going to end up covering up some of that mince pie picture, sadly. And then we've got our candy cane. I think we'll put that here. Excuse me. Got a bit of a frog in my throat now. Put that there, and then let's cap this. And we will use our VersaFine Vintage Sepia, which I like, and I'm going to just stamp. Unfortunately, I'm being lazy, really. It's not unfortunate, it's laziness. I'm using this big stamping block. So I'm going to put Christmas pudding, if I can, if it's not too bumpy. Oh, I like that. And put another one up here. Spot the Christmas pudding. That would be a good game, wouldn't it? And let's put another one kind of here. Pressing quite hard because it's very bumpy now, this book. So there, that's, I like that. Oh, I like that little stamp, that's very cute. Okay, let's move that out of the way. So let's pin this temperamental glue. And there we have December the 15th, hashtag Xmas Collage 15. Can you see that? Okay. and it is an assignment that says, have you noticed specialty Christmas foods in the grocery store? Have you bought any? Is there anything you'd love to buy but won't? Hashtag Xmas Collage 15 of Margarete Miller's Vintage Christmas Glue Book. Hashtag Xmas Collage. Xmas Glue Book, I think. Yeah, Xmas Glue Book, Christmas edition. So, I've put down a beautiful Christmas cake because that's something I'd love to buy or make but won't because nobody else will eat it. I'm not sure I'd like a frozen piece. I'm a bit funny about frozen foods. Don't know why, but I am. You know. Not kind of frozen veg and meat and that sort of thing, but things that have been cooked and then frozen again. I'm not too keen. So I've got that. And obviously in our stores we have the candy cane, which is here. We have the turkey, which we always have. The Christmas pudding, which I will buy a small one just for me. And we have the mince pies, which I love. For my husband and I have been buying them and eating them, which is naughty, but very nice. So that's my collage, and then I've stamped some Christmas puds on there. So that's December the 15th, hashtag Xmas Collage 15. I hope you enjoyed that. I'll see you all again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.